What's going on, guys? My name's Connor, and today I have a review for you guys on the Dior and Shawn B23 high top sneakers. So I'm going to bring down all the details of these shoes, as well as going over if I think they're a good purchase or not. So if you guys do enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to like the subscribe button, as it really does help out my channel, give a video showing more people. And while you're at it, make sure to claim your 4 free socks on Webull. I click the link below. All I got to do is sign up, you get 2 socks for free, you get another 2 after your first deposit. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. Alright guys, so just before I take them out of the box, there's just a few things I want to go over. First up being the retail cost. You guys can see on the side of the box right here that I have the size and all the other information right here. You guys can see that they were purchased at Holt Renfrew for $1,450. I'm not completely sure if this is USD or not, and the reason being that I believe Holt Renfrew is based in Canada. I could be wrong, and when I was looking on StockX, it said that the retail cost was closer to $1,100, but nonetheless, the market on these shoes is going to be around $1,250 USD. So the average sale between all sales made on StockX so far has been $1,250. So that's kind of how I came up with that number, just so you guys know. But I'll give you guys a good look at the side right here. You guys can see that they are size 43. They're going to be the green and beige color. There are a few different options for the Dior and Shawn sneakers, but the size 43 is equivalent to a US 10. So some people say that you can loosen and tighten the laces to change it by a whole size range. So a size 10 can fit between a 9 and 11, which I'm not completely sure of, but you guys can definitely let me know in the comments. But yeah, here's a good look at the side, and here's the retail cost and all the other information. And then obviously at the top we'll have the reflective Dior logo right here. The box is going to be navy all around. You guys can see it's a little bit dirty. I believe that happened in transit because I've really just stored the box in my closet. The bottom is not going to have too much either. I'll just flip it around for you guys. And let's just slide off the top part. So just like an Apple box, you know, when you purchase a new iPhone and you just got to slide off the top part, that's kind of how this is. It's a little bit hard to do with one hand, so let me get back to you guys real quick. And boom, now we have the top of the box off. You guys can obviously see the Dior dust bag right here, as well as the extra laces. So here's kind of what they look like. They're very plain. They're not really going to have any Dior on them. It's not going to say Dior anywhere. They're just classic white laces. Maybe they're a little bit high quality than Vans, for example, but yeah, nothing too crazy about them. I'll set them to the side really quickly on the top part of the box. And then here's obviously the dust bag. And when it comes to like Louis Vuitton sneakers or Gucci, they give multiple dust bags, one for each shoe. But for these, they just give one big dust bag. You guys can see it's pretty sizey. It could definitely fit both sneakers really easily. And they have no problem with you storing them together. So I'll just show you guys inside real quick. Nothing too special about that. Dark navy. It's going to be navy on the logo as well. And the other side really isn't going to have much at all, as you can see. But getting past that, I'll just set this to the side. You guys can just see the paper right here. Just pull one side out, the other side out, and then boom, we have the shoes right here. So I'll just give you guys a good look at it just to begin with. Obviously they're going to be yellow and green. It looks like there's a little bit of blue in between as they transfer in colors, if that makes sense. So it's a lighter yellow, it's darker, starts to become like a blue at the very heel of the shoe. And you guys can see these are completely brand new, as you guys can tell from the bottom. And there are going to be a lot of little details, such as the bees, such as the toeing. You guys can see on the heel, the Dior right here. There are going to be a bunch of little details that just make this such a high quality shoe. And you guys can just see the white laces right here. Obviously we have a spare pair, but yeah, nothing too special about the laces at all. You guys can see in here I still have the paper inside of it, showing you guys that I really have not worn these. And these actually aren't my size, to be honest with you guys. I wear between a size 12 and a size 13, and like I said, these are going to be a 10. These can probably fit 11, but definitely not a 12, and I would definitely damage the shoe if I even tried them on. And as you guys might know, these are not the only Dior and Shawn B23 sneakers. There are a few different other options. This is the only one that's going to have the text on the sides the way it is. You guys can see how it says Dior all over it. This is going to be the only one like this. Obviously it's just a yellow and a green. But there's also a navy with no like text or oblique cams on the side. And then there's also going to be the ones that have like the huge B with the stinger on the side. And so between all of them, these probably go for like the average cost. So these are probably going to go for closer to $1,200, while the ones with the bees on the side are probably going to go closer to $1,500, while the ones that are navy with the little strap right here are going to be closer to around $700-ish. And I'm just saying that off the top of my head. It's not going to be exact, but just to give you guys a range of the pricing on the B23 Dior and Shawn sneakers, these are about average. So if you like them, you guys are not going for the most expensive pair. I don't know if you guys care to know that, but honestly, these are one of my favorites because of the color, the canvas on the sides right here. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like little layers. So here, like, I can touch the canvas, hopefully you guys can hear that. And then right here, it's like this rubber, so you can't really touch it at all. And it's like protected. It's also protected right here. And right here, you guys can tell that they've never been worn. Obviously, you guys look at the heel and the toe if you guys are sneakerheads, just to tell if the shoe's been used. Not at all. And I just love all the details on all the B23 sneakers. I think that Dior is doing a great job of being really relevant in this time, because you guys could tell before it seemed like the designer shoe to have was like the Gucci Aces, and now it is just any Dior Converse. And just so you guys know, B23s are not Converse. They're not associated with Converse. I mean, they kind of look like Converse, but obviously a lot higher quality. So they're doing a great job staying relevant. They're becoming more and more popular, and these seem to be the shoe to have, even more than Gucci Aces, it seems like, at least at this time. But yeah, I know this is a kind of quick review, but there's not too much to say about these sneakers. Dior and Shawn B23. B23s are the most popular sneakers right now. It seems like they have high tops, low tops, different options that are less colorful, more colorful, the ones with the bee patches on the sides. There's so many different options to choose from, and these shoes are holding their value very, very well. Like I said, these are one of my favorites for the Dior and Shawn, but you guys might like the classic Dior Converses, quote unquote. They're not actually Converses, like I already said, but let me know what you guys think of these shoes. Do you guys think that they're worth the price tag of $1,450? Do you guys think that they're worth the market of closer to $1,200? Or do you guys think that these shoes are just overrated? What do you think about the Dior B23s in general? How do these compare? Would you guys say that these are less sought after, more sought after? Would you guys rather have these or just the regular ones that go closer to $800 USD? But let me know. I'm genuinely curious. I see Dior becoming more and more popular along with Goyard, and I see them really catching up to being close to like the Louis Vuitton and Gucci. I don't want to say that they're going to replace them, because obviously Louis Vuitton and Gucci have been a staple and they've really proven themselves, and I think they'll be here for a long time. But I think that Dior and Goyard will get up there because of their trendiness. Goyard obviously with their bags, and Dior obviously with their shoes. And so if you guys are new to my channel, I do review some of the craziest hype and designer items on YouTube. This is not the only Dior shoe that I've reviewed. I've actually reviewed the Dior Jordan shoes, which are quite expensive, closer to about $5,000 USD, about $6,000 a few months ago, but obviously it's gone down in value just a little bit. So make sure to go ahead and check out some of my other videos if you guys are interested in that, and also make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure to leave a comment down below. These videos really do take a lot of effort to put out and to get these items in hand. And if you guys do have a question, instead of messaging me on Instagram, make sure to leave it down in the comments, just because a lot of people tend to ask similar questions, and so if I can answer it for everyone, that would be great. And I'm not always the most responsive DM. I try to respond as much as I can, but I don't always have the time to. So make sure to leave it down in the comments, because that is something that I will always check, and I get a lot fewer comments than I do DMs. So make sure to leave them down there. Let me know what you guys think of these sneakers. I think that they're worth the money. I think that they hold their value very well. And if you guys are buying used, you guys could probably find these for closer to $700, and you guys will probably not lose a penny and maybe even make money later on. But yeah, I love these shoes. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video.